Hey there, how's everyone doing? We're happy to have you all tuning in from around the world. If you're new here, welcome to the family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into this breaking news. The Iranian military has just threatened to launch 1,000 missiles at Israel in the next wave of attacks, but now they're saying it could be up to 2,000 missiles. There's even talk of a new barrage of another 1,000 rockets. Israel is seriously worried its air defense systems won't be able to intercept these Iranian ballistic missiles. These missiles are no joke. Each one is equipped with a massive warhead, weighing up to a ton of explosives, capable of causing large-scale destruction. Israel fears this scenario deeply, the idea that its cities could face such devastation. At the same time, Tehran is seriously considering closing the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has promised to strike every Iranian regime target, not just nuclear facilities or missile sites, but all regime-related infrastructure. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has announced that some American military defenses are being moved from Ukraine to the Middle East in response. New reports warn of growing risks, especially after Pakistani Defense Minister Khawaja Asif declared full support for Iran in every possible way. British analysts say this could massively expand the war, especially since Pakistan is a nuclear power. Iran also claims it dealt a major blow to Israel's nuclear program by hitting Natanz, a key uranium enrichment facility, and targeting the scientific team behind it. Despite Israeli strikes on Iranian nuclear sites over the past 2 days, according to the New York Times, the reactors are still operating. In the meantime, Tel Aviv's iconic glass towers are reportedly burning, and the Iranian military has announced, "This is just the beginning. The Khyber missiles are on their way." So far, Israel's Dimona nuclear reactor and the Israeli Ministry of Defense have also come under missile attack. Yemen has joined the assault too, launching hypersonic missiles at Tel Aviv. Israeli intelligence is now warning of a possible ground invasion by Iran. So, what's going on? The United States has apparently told Netanyahu, "You're on your own in this fight." Meanwhile, Tel Aviv claims it has assassinated a senior Quds Force commander. Netanyahu has vowed to turn Iran into a new Khan Yunis, referring to the devastated city in Gaza. Iran's air defenses say they've intercepted swarms of Israeli aircraft, reportedly shooting down several F-35s and capturing some pilots. The United States is sending destroyers to help defend Tel Aviv, and countries around the world are picking sides as war looms. Iran refuses to back down, while Netanyahu is calling on the Iranian people to rise up and revolt. At the same time, Iranian submarines are now shelling Tel Aviv, and Ayatollah Khamenei has ordered preparations for a nuclear test. Iran claims the reason for the heavy Israeli strikes was to prevent exactly this. Iranian intelligence says it's arrested several Israeli spies, and in a shocking move, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has offered military support to Iran. This has become a true nightmare, even worse than anything the Iranians could have imagined. And Tel Aviv never expected such a brutal and coordinated Iranian response. Iran's nuclear project has hit a major stumbling block, but its supreme leader is promising Israel misery and ruin. According to Reuters, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard has officially confirmed its third True Promise operation, targeting Israeli military, air force, and industrial sites that produce rockets and weapons. They also announced that the Khyber missiles will soon be ready. And well, that the world will be shocked by what's coming in the next few hours. Field reports, satellite images, and intercepted intelligence, including from the BBC, confirm that dozens of Iranian ballistic missiles have successfully hit strategic targets. Despite Israeli claims of interception, they couldn't stop the overwhelming waves of rocket attacks launched in retaliation. Reuters also reports that Iran has just carried out its largest missile launch in history. Israeli civil defense teams are seen digging through the rubble of destroyed buildings in Tel Aviv to reach shelters packed with settlers trapped underneath. Iranian state media, including Fars News, quoted a Revolutionary Guard official saying that the next operation will be even more intense and destructive. In a dramatic escalation, Iran has reportedly hit the Dimona nuclear facility, signaling a shift to a reactor-for-reactor war. This came alongside missile launches from Iranian submarines toward Tel Aviv, a first according to Iranian news agency IRNA. Meanwhile, Israel's Channel 2 reported around 100 people injured in the missile attacks, and Ma'ariv newspaper described a scene of panic and chaos in Tel Aviv, with long lines at supermarkets, bakeries, and produce shops as people rushed to stock up on food. Channel 4 reported air raid sirens in Eilat after drones, likely launched from Yemen, entered Israeli airspace. Israeli Army radio confirmed a new wave of missile launches from Yemen happening alongside the Iranian attacks. Houthi leader Nasser al-Din Amer said in a statement that while chaos is unfolding, Yemen's rockets are a clear message. Gaza is not alone, and the Houthis will not let Israel act unchecked. And in a major twist, Russia Today reported an Israeli intelligence leak, revealing that Iran is preparing for a ground invasion of Tel Aviv. The attack, they say, will be sudden, and the confrontation with Iran has now reached the point of no return. RT report, Iran plans ground invasion, US stays out, and global powers pick sides. According to Russia Today, the Israeli military has confirmed that Iran is planning to destroy Tel Aviv using its regional proxies. The plan reportedly includes a ground invasion and coordinated attacks from multiple directions. Meanwhile, Axios reported that a senior White House official denied any United States plans to attack Iran or join Israel's military campaign. The official also dismissed claims that Trump secretly supported Israel's attack, saying the opposite is true. Trump didn't want Tel Aviv to strike Iran while negotiations were still ongoing. At the same time, the New York Times reported the assassination of Quds Force commander Hussein Ka'ani. Israeli newspapers say Tel Aviv has been bombing Iran non-stop for over 24 hours and claim they've turned Iran into another Khan Yunis in just 2 days. As for the Iranian response, CNN sources say Iranian air defenses managed to intercept a large number of missiles targeting the city of Qom. Air defense units in central and eastern Tehran are also actively engaging hostile targets. Reports have surfaced of at least one Israeli F-35 fighter jet being shot down in Iranian airspace, followed by others. Iran's defenses also fully thwarted Israel's ninth wave of attacks. Iranian state TV reported that their armed forces had captured an Israeli pilot after shooting down his plane. The fate of the rest of the Israeli pilots remains unknown, and Iranian security forces have yet to issue any official statement. Iran's president posted a message on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "Victory from God and a near triumph." Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei appeared on national television declaring that Iran's armed forces will make the Israeli regime suffer. He added that Israel won't escape this crime unharmed and reassured the Iranian people that there will be no leniency in this matter. In related news, a United States official told Fox News that the American destroyer USS Thomas Hudner has started sailing toward the eastern Mediterranean, and a second destroyer is also en route to the Tel Aviv area. As always in war, everyone wants a peace. All sides are picking allies, not necessarily to win, but to avoid losing alone, whether they side with Tel Aviv or Tehran. We report the news neutrally without taking sides. Over in Cuba, Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez accused the United States Secretary of State of lying when he claimed there was no American involvement in Israel's attack on Iran. Rodriguez said Tel Aviv would never have launched the attack without political, military, and financial backing from the United States, which was fully aware of the plans. This coincided with, silent support from some Arab countries, including Arab air defenses intercepting Iranian missiles and United States fighter jets taking off from Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar to join the Israeli operation. France, while denying direct involvement, has refused to condemn Israel's actions. President Emmanuel Macron stated that Iran is destabilizing the region and announced that France would help defend Tel Aviv if it came under further attack. Iran, however, isn't alone. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said on state TV that North Korea stands by Iran and is ready to provide military support if requested. Meanwhile, fresh off its military gains against India, Pakistan's president announced that Pakistani warplanes are ready to defend Iran and intercept Israeli missiles and drones. Pakistani fighter jets have reportedly entered Iranian airspace to assist their neighbor and secure the border. This powerful show of support pushed Iran's foreign minister to declare openly that we are not holding back and we are not de-escalating. On the other side, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu gave a speech directed at the Iranian people saying, "This is your chance for change. He added that the Iranian regime has no idea what hit it, and what's still coming, and that Israel's fight is not with the Iranian people, but solely with their regime. Iranian sources confirmed the death toll inside the country has reached around 120, with hundreds more injured since the Israeli attacks began. The Israeli military claimed it had completely destroyed the Tabriz base in western Iran. In a related development, former President Donald Trump told Fox News that Iran had been hit 10 times harder than it expected. Simultaneously, Iranian authorities arrested 5 individuals accused of collaborating with Israel, according to Fars news agency. Other media outlets revealed that Iran's air defense systems had been hit by massive cyber attacks and electronic interference during the early hours of the conflict. These disruptions, along with internal sabotage, delayed Iran's defense response by nearly 8 hours before systems were restored. With war drums pounding on all sides, Reuters reported that Iran is preparing for a nuclear test